guys, it's Di from Poshupcycle. We're going to be working on some cute little bedsides today. So we have some Queen Anne Bedsides. I'm just going to flick around here. You're going to see them. And they have already been painted. So I'm going to spin you around and we're going to talk about it. So I've already been working on these. I've stripped the chalk paint off the top. As you can see, they have previously been painted. And you can see all of the brush marks down the sides and brush marks on the legs, chips on the legs. Also, this has been sanded back. It's all bumpy and lumpy. So it's not a good finish to start with. So we're going to be sanding all this out. We're going to be sanding this lip. I'm going to be sanding down the legs. And on the top here, I was wanting to do like a wash on there on the drawer fronts and maybe a stencil. So I'm going to be going for white, because it's already started in white, and white sells well. And the handles, we'll be using them again. They tend to sell well with the original handles, so we're going to spray them black, I think. Keep them pieces, we'll give them a wash and we get started. I'll show you the process of me sanding these in the next clip. So this is a veneer and we've got to be extremely careful going around the edges and even going on top. So I've turned down the sander onto low speed. We're doing I think we went for an 80 grit because the 120 just wasn't taking it off, and we're going over it very, very slow just to make sure that we don't go through the 1-2mm veneer. So once that was all sanded off, we went on with a 120 by hand. And then we done a 240 grit by hand. That was because it's veneer and we don't want to go through it. I'm just using a mouse sander here with 120 grit, and we're just trying to smooth all of this chalk paint down because you could really see the brush strokes in it, and I want to get a smoother finish on there.
Tell me what you want.
So now using a lemon and myrtle cleaner, just a couple of squirts in a bucket, and we're going to wash down all the bed sides, and we're going to take off all the dust and any grit and grime because we want to have a nice prepped surface for the paint to take a hold of. We also keep the bucket. I'll just keep that to one side and I'll probably use the cloth again later on for cleaning, so it's not wasted. It's used about 3 times during the process. Yeah, this tape is awesome. This is from Sleek Brushes Australia. It's a sensitive tape and you don't get any bleed through. So I'm just going around the corners now because I'm going to paint the lip in white, and I don't want any getting on the top because we've already said it's a veneer and we don't want to keep sanding it. So I'm just going around the corners there. They're curved and there's a bit of an edge curve on the front. So I'm using a Stanley knife when you see me go around the corner just to clip off the tape so I can get a nice neat edge around the corners with the white paint. And I just keep cutting little pieces off to get this curved edge around there, and you see the corner coming up now. Stanley blade, there we go, and then finish off with the tape. So we've already done one coat of base and blocker on here. I forgot to record me doing it, but as you can see with one coat, it's starting to cover up all of the sand through, and we ended up doing 3 coats of that all together. We're now going to use the finishing hemp oil. This is great. These drawers were very dusty inside, and I cleaned them a couple of times and couldn't get everything off. It just roughed surface. So I used a hemp finishing oil on there to nourish the wood and to make it look really clean. We're now taking the tape off. We're getting ready so we can put a staining glaze on the top. So just getting all of this tape off, and then I'll actually go back in and I'll clean the top again with a rag and the lemon myrtle cleaner, and then I'll leave them to dry. I couldn't make my mind up on which staining glaze to use. I have 4 there, which you will see from the clip. I took the tops off, had a look, and I decided to go with driftwood because I've got a really reddy coloured wood, and I want to try and get that light and not red, but it ended up being a nice colour of grey, as you'll see when we go through.
Tell me what you want. Creepy little sneaky
With any stencil, I always find the central point and I do the center with the center of the stencil. So that way both the sides look the same when you get to the edges, and also if you're doing the top with the same stencil, you'll see everything now lines up.
Just tell me what you want. Keeping me from thinking straight of lost composure. When you got what you want, maybe I should start over. There's nothing left to want, open at 'em again. You don't know what you want, now I'm thinking it over. Just tell me what when you've got what you want, maybe I should start over. Just tell me what you want. When you've gotten what you want, now I'm thinking it over. Just tell me what when you've got what you want, maybe I should start over. There's nothing left to want, open at 'em again.
I can't believe how well these turned out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and watch for future videos coming out. Thanks.